The stay-at-home restrictions that accompany the lockdown in many cities, towns, villages have been met with stiff resistance, even with security agencies forcing people to stay at home in towns, villages. Nigerians still find a way to roam the streets, and I wouldn't blame them, although it is risky. It is like facing the devil and the deep blue sea. This had made the self-lockdown exercise to become an Herculean task. This was the concern of popular political figure known as Lai Mohammed, oftentimes called Liar Muhammad. In fact, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has warned that the lockdown order issued by Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, the President of Nigeria, on Sunday, March 29th, might be extended if Nigerians will not behave themselves. The backlash against the lockdown is becoming something else in many communities. In fact, in Warri Delta State, a soldier is said to have shot a man down and subsequently they attacked some soldiers. I don't know if that is a recent video of a military personnel that was beaten to death. And the soldiers, the armies are vowed to oppress and to attack and to retaliate. They are going to retaliate in Warri Delta State. Now, the minister disclosed this at a press conference by the Presidential Task Force on Coronavirus in Abuja on Friday, April 3rd. Lai Mohammed urged Nigerians to observe social distancing and a good hygiene so everyone can get back to their normal lives after the 14th day lockdown. In his words, he said, if we do not behave ourselves, there is possibility that the lockdown will be extended. The concern of Lai Mohammed is not for an extension, but for law and order. But how can you implement this law and order if the government did not decide, did not reason it out to come up with palliative or something to cushion the effect of this lockdown? I mean, food, money should have been provided into people's account so as to help people stay home if they really need people to stay home. He continued, he said, if we stay at home for 2 weeks and we are doing everything we are supposed to do, we should be able to effectively contain the disease. The lockdown has created dire poverty for many. People have to go out there to bring food home, bring money home every day. There are some people that live just that way. How will those people survive? How are they going to keep up? How are they going to feed their loved ones? So this lockdown has created a serious issue. Lai Mohammed concluded, he said, therefore, my appeal to Nigerians is that they should obey the directives on social distancing, personal hygiene, and short gatherings. After 2 weeks, we will resume our normal life. But if they think it's a joke, then we have to stay home more than 2 weeks. Now, I don't think 2 weeks is enough, and I don't think 2 weeks is able to solve all of this. That is because the government had never been proactive. This coronavirus would never have been in Nigeria if only the airports were, I mean, they took preventive measures by making sure that anyone that comes from abroad is quarantined somewhere first, and which the federal government is going to provide the facility, comfortable facility, not just somewhere out there. And secondly, the borders. We are talking about the Niger-Chad border to Nigeria. Those places too needs to we need to have a border there. I don't think, most of the time they use the word porous border. I don't think there is any at all there. That area needs to be dealt with too. With this, the government would have been able to contain the spread of this virus. And when they talk about the rule of law, just as Lai Mohammed spits anything that comes out from his mouth without thinking about it, Lai Mohammed should also have known that there are certain groups of politicians or children of politicians that also came from abroad with this virus. Now, the way this virus operates is kind of it doesn't really show you anything, no symptoms until after a while. So the issue of 14 days may not necessarily work, as some people might just start showing symptoms of this even though they're already positive. And it is said that the governor of your state is positive to this virus without symptoms. So that's to tell you that it's a serious issue. It's a very serious issue out there. So maybe that's the first stage, 14 days lockdown. Afterwards, They will look into what next. And now the virus is spreading in Nigeria. There are other cases, several more cases that have been reported, and maybe there are even much more cases than what we have reported at the moment. We do not know. He also said that the dead bodies of anyone that died as a result of this coronavirus has to become federal government property, as they are not going to allow the person to be buried. And I think the way they are actually going to get rid of that body is to set it ablaze. That is the practice, the World Health Organization practice. Anyone that dies, they will actually set them ablaze to kill the virus inside of their body, in the cadaver. Just imagine if such person is given to families. The virus is still alive in the body of the person, in the body of the host, and the virus will definitely spread. So that I accept that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be possible to give the bodies to the families. Now, they've reported 20 new cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria. They said 11 in Lagos, 3 in FCT, 3 in Edo State, 2 in Osun State, 1 in Ondo State. There might be more. Yes, there might be more cases out there, as there are live updates all across the world that shows what is really happening out there. And I said, right now, they're even saying we have 210 cases in Nigeria with 4 deaths. 25 people have recovered, according to the coronavirus real-time updates. Data as of 4th 2020, 17:30 43 PDT. This source of this information is World Health Organization, US CDC, CCDC, ECDC, and others. So 210 confirmed cases in Nigeria, with 4 people. 4 people passed on. We don't know I don't know the identity of the remaining 4 people that have died, but our hearts goes to them. It's a terrible thing. A lady that calls herself investigative journalist, Kemi Omololu Oluloyo, she said that there is a case of someone. He said there is someone that died in one of Buhari's top cabinet member died of this virus, but we don't know who the person is. We don't know if it's Abba Kyari or some other person, but this virus does not respect your social standing, your creed, your level of intelligence, your religious views, your political views. It affects and attacks just every other person, any other person that it comes in contact with. So that's just the issue that is on ground at the moment. I hope the government does the right thing. They help, alleviate the stress, the tension, and the challenges that are on ground at the moment. I hope they're able to do what they are supposed to do, the right thing, by helping the masses, by putting money into their account. In fact, there are complaints about banks and some other people, private citizens, that are donating the money to the government rather than donating the money directly to the citizens. And that's something that calls for a concern. How can a bank that have information such as the BVN information, why won't the bank say, okay, for banking with us, and because we need to donate, we are going to donate this amount of money into the accounts of every person that has banked with us? That's a move. Imagine if your bank is donating to you at this moment of need. They've made money over time. So I don't know why they cannot also, try and donate money to the people. It's time for them to do that. And private citizens too that are donating money, rather than give money to the government, I believe that they should do more. They should do more. They should do more by giving this out to the people. It's very important that they do more by giving this out to the people. The people should get the money directly, because they are the people that they are the ones that actually need this money, and not the federal government. The federal government they have a deep pocket where they can dip their hands into if they need to do anything to help people, but not just the way it is at the moment. So that's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let's create together by you tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.